One day before the Lantern Festival on the 15th, the first lunar month in the year 1850, the palace city was in a festive mood. Emperor Daoguang was writing instructions for his funeral. He didn't want a memorial tablet placed in the Imperial Ancestral Temple or a stele erected in his honor. In Chinese, temple was originally meant to be a place to offer sacrifices to one's ancestors. The Book of Rites stipulates that an emperor must have his ancestral temple built prior to his own resting quarters. In ancient times, people went to their temple to pray whenever a birth, marriage or death occurred to get the blessings of their ancestors. The largest family on Earth was that of the emperor, and the largest clan temple was the Imperial Ancestral Temple. When Ming Emperor Yongle built the Forbidden City, he built it according to the stipulations in the Book of Rites. The court should be in the front, and the emperor's residence behind it, the Ancestral Temple on the left, and the temple honoring the gods of land and grain on the right. So the Imperial Ancestral Temple was in the front left section of the Forbidden City, where the tablets honoring the Ming and Qing emperors and empresses were kept. The Imperial Ancestral Temple is an equal to the finest buildings in the Forbidden City. In fact, the main hall of the Imperial Ancestral Temple is even taller than the Hall of Supreme Harmony, where the emperor conducted state business. At present, it's also the largest palace in the world in terms of its usage of Jinse Nanmu, believed to be the rarest and finest wood in the world. Its 68 pillars and all its main beams are made of this precious wood. The Forbidden City suffered numerous natural and man-made disasters, but the Imperial Ancestral Temple was fortunate to escape all of them. During the Ming and Qing dynasties, important imperial ceremonies were regularly held there. 3 days before a sacrifice to his ancestors, the emperor and his high officials began to fast. They didn't drink alcohol or eat meat, didn't handle criminal cases, and didn't visit the doctor, as they respectfully awaited the solemn occasion. Time passed, and when the Emperor Daoguang was on the throne, these ceremonies and rituals that had been practiced thousands of times faced an unprecedented challenge. Daoguang signed the first unequal treaty in modern Chinese history, and he felt he had dishonored his ancestors. In disgrace, he thought he was not worth the worship of his descendants, and so issued an edict forbidding a memorial tablet in his honor. However, this created a predicament for his son, the Emperor Xianfeng. He would violate the sacred precepts of filial piety by going against either his father's wishes or his ancestors' decrees. In the end, a memorial tablet to Emperor Daoguang was placed in the Imperial Ancestral Temple. In this way, his soul was forced to unwillingly accept the worship of his descendants. The the practice of imperial sacrifice was stopped in 1924. The Forbidden City has become a tourist destination.